What is going on today, beautiful people? It is your favorite narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, aka Mr. Mental Healness from TikTok himself, mental_healness on Instagram. And welcome to the very first episode of my new series called I'm Not Saying He's a Narcissist, but if he is, so this series is going to be about people who you suspect might be narcissists and things like that. Today's, I'm not calling people narcissists. I'm just saying we're basing this on the assumption that that person that I'm talking about is a narcissist. Could be a man or a woman. I'll just call it if he is, because men are more narcissistic. Today's first unofficial guest is Mr. Derrick Jaxn. Oh my goodness, Mr. Derrick Jaxn himself, Mr. Relationship Guru, teacher, whatever, Mr. Handsome Chocolate Man, the perfect man. So I did a video the other day when he got all the allegations and stuff about him cheating came out, and I did a video. I did a video before he did his response. My video said, people kept saying hey, you think Derrick Jaxn is a narcissist? If so, can you do a video on him? I said, hey, look, I'm not calling him a narcissist, but if I was in that situation, this is exactly what I would do. And I told them, I was like, I would just go talk to my wife, get my wife to agree to everything. Like, hey, look, just say we were separated, and everything will blow itself over because people, I'm Derrick Jaxn. People admire me, people worship me, people have put me on a pedestal. And that's exactly what he did. And I got tagged so many times on Instagram and so many times on TikTok. So people wanted me to kind of elaborate on how I came to that conclusion on what he would say. So let me go ahead and preface this by saying, could they have been separated? Yeah, he could very well be telling the truth. They could be separated. But if I felt like he was telling the truth, I wouldn't be doing this video. You know what I mean? So, or this podcast. So here we go. So first of all, I listened to the girl's story, the other woman, I think her name was Candace or whatever. I listened to that whole podcast episode on the other woman's YouTube channel. I don't have it pulled up in front of me. And y'all don't expect any kind of clips or video images. You have to know the Derrick Jaxn story to follow along with me. So I didn't see any, I saw the video. I saw, I think her name was Tasha. I saw Tasha talking to the victim or whatever, talking to the other woman or whatnot. And the other woman was describing her story. And Tasha, she was like, I think her name was Tasha. I swear her name was Tasha. But the other YouTuber was so hyped because she hate Derrick Jaxn. You could tell in her voice, she was so hyped to get this information. And she was telling the girl Candace, she's like, describe Derrick Jaxn's house. I'm listening intently to this whole thing. She said, describe Derrick Jaxn's house. Tell me what the inside looks like. And she started to describe it. I was like, damn, they got Derrick. They got you, D. You know what I mean? My brain, I was like, they got you, D. But then I was like, how you gonna get out of this? The way my mind works, being a narcissist, I knew. I was trying to figure out how to get out of it myself. I was like, how do I get out of this situation? So when the girl started talking, she said, what did she say? She said, she described this house. Of course she was at his house. I believe 100% that she was at his house. I think he came out and said that she was at his house too. And when she was describing the inside of his house, the inside of his bedroom, she made the point of saying that there were some empty boxes laying around, like some cardboard boxes. And I was like, gotcha. Right then and there, I was like, I was separated. If it could be true, but like I said, I'm going on an assumption that Derrick Jaxn is a narcissist. I'm not calling him a narcissist, but if he is, this is what he was thinking. So I was like, wait a minute, boxes on the floor, empty boxes, boom, gotcha. You didn't need to say anything else. Yeah, the rest of the story was interesting. That she said, everything was good. She said, they asked all kinds of wild questions and stuff like that. Everything was good. So I was like, but nothing else you said after the empty boxes mattered to me. I was like, I got you now. You're finished. To me, I was like, you're done. All I do is somehow get the wife on board and say we were separated. Hey, the empty boxes on the floor that Candace said were there. Candace saw the empty boxes. Just showed it just proves the point that me and my wife are separated. Boom, got you. That's all I needed to know right there. I didn't need to listen to anything else to know what Derrick Jaxn's the reason behind it was gonna be, or the excuse. You know what I mean? Could he be telling the truth? Yes, he could be telling the truth, y'all. But this is not what this series is about. And like I said, I'm not calling him a narcissist. I'm just saying, if he is, this is why. So I got on the Shade Room, the Instagram channel, and I was just listening to his 10. He's he did a long car video. First of all, he drug his wife out there onto the couch, and everything just seemed like it was so set up. Everybody, so this is what everybody else was focused on. Everybody else was focused on his wife's body language, and things like that. And they made a point of kept talking about her appearance. They kept like, Derrick come out there all chocolate and built and stuff like that. So nobody was worried about what he looked like. Everybody was focused on the wife. She had a bonnet on, and she looked like she was just chilling in the house. And he's like, "Hey, come do this video, real quick." They was holding hands all awkwardly. People were focusing on that. I was focusing on it too. I was focusing on that as well, but I was focusing on her appearance for a different reason. People kept saying like she could have got better dressed and been well dressed, better dressed for this. She knew she was coming on live. She knew she was about to do this video. She could have been more presentable and whatnot. And that right there, I knew it right then and there. I said the reason that she's looking like that is because Derrick told her to look just like that. I said, if Derrick is a narcissist, he told her to look just make her look normal. Look normal, baby. Don't put the wigs on the old girl said she saw. Just keep your bonnet on. Act like we were just hanging out. Act like we hanging out right now. Just be comfortable. And people will focus on that, and it will lessen what he did. It will lessen the cheating. It will lessen the separation. It will lessen everything. I was like, the way she dressed right now is pre-planned to distract people, to get people talking less about what he actually did and more focused on more how she was dressed. I was like, that's a tactic right there. I was like, that's smart. That's a tactic. That's something I would do. I was like, goodness gracious. And I was just like, damn, I would do just that. And then he came out with the interview in the car. Of course, he went back. This was on the couch, so he's out of his normal element. So that's another thing right there, y'all. So not only did he have his, like, to me in my brain, not only did he have his wife dressed like she was just hanging out and that she was still comfortable, like, to distract, like the way she was looking was meant to distract you from the whole situation, because so many people were focused on how she had the bonnet on and stuff like that. I thought she was beautiful. I was like, she's a beautiful woman. Everybody was focused on how she had the bonnet on, and that lessened what he did. It lessened the responsibility. It lessened the charges. He went from a felony to a misdemeanor because y'all focused on how she was looking. I was like, damn, that was smart, Derrick. Cool. And then the other thing, like, he was on the couch. That's a change of scenery for him. He's always in his car. Now he's on the couch. So that threw you off too. That's two things to throw you off. Not only did he change his normal backdrop, he was in his house. Then he changed his normal backdrop from being inside his car to being inside his house. That threw you off a little bit. And then he had his wife just like she was hanging out and comfortable. That threw people off too. So that's two things to lessen the charge. That's two things to lessen what he did. I was like, dang, this dude is smart. And I'm not a Derrick Jaxn hater. I'm not a Derrick Jaxn fan. I just studied it and I knew it. I was like, dang, that was smart. Like, you took people, you took it away. And then after that, or before that, I don't know when did he film the car video? No. So he filmed the car video afterwards. So after that live video he did, he went back to his car, did another video, and talked about himself in the third person. Now I was like, boy, you are a genius. I'm like, Derrick Jaxn, you are a genius. Go back into the car, talk in the third person, and still lessen what he did. He said, I take accountability for what I did, but I ain't got to talk to y'all. I'm talking to God. He put it on God's hand. He used religion. He put it in God's hands. God, he put that thing in God's hands. He used religion. Religion is a weapon for a narcissist. I'm not saying he's a narcissist, but like religion for a narcissist will be used against you. So I was like, he uses religion. I was like, this man is so calculated. It's calculated, y'all. All right, he used religion. I said, goodness gracious, Derrick Jaxn is smart. So then he did, as I said, he did all of that, y'all. He did all of that. And I said, he talked about himself in the third person, lessened his charges again, because now not only are you focused on him talking in the third person, y'all, this is like the fourth thing he did to throw people, to lessen his charges from felony cheater to a misdemeanor cheater. First of all, he had his wife dressed normally. That took attention away from him. That lessened the charge because people start focusing on how she was dressed and not the current situation, what was going on, the seriousness of the situation. 2, he did an interview on the couch and not in his car. That threw people off. Like, damn, he's not in his car. They talking about the car, not the cheating. 3, he went back to his car. Again, change the scenery up on y'all again. And then 4, start talking about himself in the third person to throw you off. This stuff that a narcissist does is so calculated, so smart to me. I was like, dang, this dude's smart. He using it. Like, he used all those as a weapon. To distract, to lessen his charges from felony cheater to misdemeanor cheater. I'm like, goodness gracious, boy. I'm like, goodness. Anyway, I'm a narcissist. I'm like, well done. I'm clapping, y'all. If y'all on the podcast, I'm clapping. I was like, well done, Derrick. It's terrible, y'all, but like, I had to admire it. So he did all of that, and then he talked about himself in the third person, and he blamed everybody else. So he's sitting in his car talking about himself in the third person, and he blamed everybody else for putting him on a pedestal. He said, "You shouldn't have put me on a pedestal. I didn't put myself on this pedestal. You should not put another man on the pedestal. Y'all did that. Only God should be on the pedestal. Y'all did that. I didn't do that. I didn't say I was perfect. Y'all thought I was perfect." What? What? Dirt? What? Yes, you did, and that's what, dog. That's what he did too, though. Y'all think about what he. Think about what Derrick Jaxn has done. Think about what he has done. He admitted to cheating, so he admitted to cheating or whatever. Said he was separated. But think about what Derrick Jaxn actually did, though, y'all. Think about this from this perspective right here. So he has been like using he has been creating this aura around him. And that's what narcissists do to stand out in the crowd sometimes. Like, we don't look as good as somebody else, and we not, he look good, man, handsome dude, you know. But that's what other narcissists will do. I'm not saying that Derrick's a narcissist, but this is what other narcissists will do. They will create an aura around themselves to make themselves stand out in the crowd. Like, he made himself stand out. He made women think that he was the perfect man by downing other men. By saying, hey, ladies, if your man don't do this, he's not perfect. He's not right. And people assumed that he was doing that stuff. He never said he was doing that stuff. People assumed that he was doing that stuff. And he's like, look, if man not doing this, he should be doing this. If man not doing this, he should be doing this. And women just put him on he created this aura about himself that he was the perfect man. He didn't say he was the perfect man. He just created the aura around him to make people think that he was the perfect man. And that attracts people. That attracts women. That attracts men. That attracts other people. He got an aura around him. And it makes people hate you. But when people hate you, you're doing something right. And people in other people's brains, when people hate you, you are doing something right. And I was just like, Derrick, I had to applaud him. I was like, you handled this situation good. And he will suffer no consequences because people are already making excuses for him because he set all this stuff in motion. His dedicated fan base is not going anywhere. They probably gonna come on here and comment on this and talk trash about me. But because I'm not hating on Derrick at all. I just know what he's doing. I see how calculated and efficient it is. I was like, and he will suffer no consequences. People are still going to buy his book because he did plug his book in the third person. He did plug his book while he was talking in the third person about himself. He plugged his book. Like, you want to see his book? Derrick's book talk about this. I was just like, man, I had to clap for this man, you know. But hey, because that aura that he created about himself is people are still inside that aura. They're not going anywhere. They still want to be inside that aura. Derrick created that aura, and that's what he did. But anyway, y'all thought, look, I done cut this thing short. That's all I got to say about Derrick Jaxn. Mr. Jaxn, I applaud you, not for the cheating and stuff like that, because this is despicable, of course, but I applaud you for being meticulous, being efficient, and being, maybe being a narcissist. Now, thank y'all for tuning in to the very first episode of I'm not saying he's a narcissist, but if he is, no hate to Derrick Jaxn, though. Go buy his book. If you want to see more about the cheating, go buy his book. Thank y'all so much. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me on TikTok, Mental Healness. Instagram, mental_Healness. Thank y'all so much. Peace.